I mean, you went ahead to Kaduna State. I suppose the jury is still out on how that went.
Have you been to Kaduna?
Hello, welcome to this channel. There is this video I came across and I would like us to watch it together. But before we do that, please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do that. Click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to keep being part of this. Then as you watch, do not forget to react and also drop your comments in the comment section.
Okay.
Well, let me put it another way. You're known to be a reformer. I mean, you were in the Bureau of Public Enterprises. You reformed so many things. You were the Minister of Abuja. You had this transformative influence that everybody recognizes in this city. I mean, you went ahead to Kaduna State. I suppose the jury is still out on how that went.
Have you been to Kaduna?
Not recently.
The jury was concluded 2 years ago. But go to Kaduna. Don't listen to those.
I will. I certainly will. But I mean, the thrust of my question is that you are known to be a reformer.
Yes.
As I mentioned, over the years. Are you supporting President Tinubu's reforms?
Look, I don't want to pass any judgment or make any opinion about the government, because anything I say can be interpreted as a criticism.
Well, you either support it or you don't support it.
No. I support some of the policies.
Right. Which ones?
Most of the economic policies are the right orthodox policies. Okay, but the sequencing is wrong. The quality of the people implementing the reforms leaves much to be desired. And I think that some of the reforms are just wrong. You don't target. You don't address food inflation by destroying domestic agriculture through importation, for instance. Food prices may be going down, but farmers are being impoverished because they are being made to compete with subsidized agricultural products from Europe and other countries. So I have issues with many of them, and I'm in touch with many senior officials of the administration, and I give them my opinion privately. But I don't want to go beyond that, because tomorrow they will say, oh, it's because he was not minister. Guys, I was minister 20 years ago. I'm beyond that. Okay.
And indeed, the president recognized your contribution to this country when he sent you a birthday message, which I understand was very flattering.
It was nice.
Were you flattered by it?
No, I wasn't flattered. I actually complained to Bayo Onanuga when I saw him. I said, why did you mess up my birthday? He said, why? I said, all my enemies...
How do you mean mess up your birthday?
Well, by issuing that message, all my enemies that were celebrating that no one would recognize my birthday compared to when I was governor, were made to be unhappy. Some were compelled to send me birthday greetings because the president sent birthday greetings and recognized that I contributed to the formation of APC as well as success in 3 presidential elections. And we joked about it, but yeah, it was kind of the president, but it hurt my enemies more than it made me happier.
And of course, I don't know how much you hurt, because as you correctly pointed out, you were one of the founding members of the APC. I mean, recently you said the APC was originally established to combat corruption, rebuild the Nigerian economy, and enhance security. But you were quite clear that along the way, those goals have been abandoned. The APC, as I mentioned, is of course your party, so one presumes that you have the inside track on what's gone wrong and how it has come to this.
I don't know what has gone wrong. All I know is that a political party functions through internal democracy. When the organs of the party meet, they give feedback to the government as to how it is doing, how it is aligning its output and efforts with the manifesto of the party. That's the purpose of having National Executive Committee meeting, which the APC constitution requires must be must take place at least once a quarter. That's the purpose of having national caucus, so that other non-members of NEC but experienced, former governors, former this and that, will come and give their views, what they are hearing on the street about the effectiveness of government policies vis-a-vis the promises the party made. In 2 years, the party has not met. So no one, to the best of my knowledge, no one has any inside track on what has gone wrong. In the last few months, I've been visiting the former national chairman of APC. I went to see Baba Akonde. I asked him the same question. I saw Adam Soshomole. I visited Chief John Oyegun. Yesterday, I went to Kefi to meet with Abdullahi Adamu. I am asking the same question. What is happening to our party? What has gone wrong? And nobody can say anything, because the party has not met for 2 years. There has been no conversation about the alignment of government policies with the progressive values of the party. No conversation at all. I'm happy to learn through the grapevine that the party is finally going to have a national caucus meeting and NEC meeting, and I hope that will be discussed. The question you are asking should be asked in those two fora. And let's find out why has the party forgotten its founding values?
But of course, you, in spite of all that, I mean, clearly you sound deeply frustrated. Anybody who's watching you now can see that. You have said that you have no intention of leaving the APC, but you wanted it to change. I mean, and you're not seeing any signs of that change.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I didn't say I have no intention of leaving the APC. I said that the APC is my party. I founded it.
Well, you did say that you didn't intend to leave. You said when you leave, at that time, you will retire. Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't join any of it.
At that time, right. Yes. But now, I'm not leaving the APC, Charles. The APC has left me. We founded that party based on certain values. The party has left. Okay? I am stranded. I'm standing. The APC is there. I'm here. So, to be very accurate, I'm not leaving the APC. The APC has already left me.
Right. Having left you.
Yes.
What happens next?
Well, I'm not ready to retire from politics.
Right. So you're shopping around.
So sooner or later, I may have to find another platform to pursue those progressive values that I believe in. If I can't find them in the APC, I hope that the APC will meet and correct its journey, and then maybe some of us can look at it again. But for now, there are many of us that cannot recognize the party. It is not what we worked hard to create.
And all this has nothing to do with your own personal ambition, political ambition. Because I mean, to be a politician, you've got to have an ambition, don't you?
No, you don't need to have an ambition.
I mean, a politician like yourself, I mean, you've had several ambitions.
No.
And you've fulfilled those ambitions.
Actually, I've never had an ambition in politics.
So you didn't want to be governor of
I didn't want to be governor. Look, President Buhari, and you can ask him anytime, more or less forced me to run for governor of Kaduna State. I was afraid of running because I've never run for office. I am a worker, Charles. People go and run for office and they have a difficult assignment and they get people like me who get it done. Myself, Ungozi, Obi, we are not people that will stand on a podium and tell people to vote for us. We are not like that. That's not our training. That's not our inclination. But after we formed the APC, and I was in the National Executive Committee, I was Deputy National Secretary, and we are preparing for the 2015 elections, President Buhari called me and said, go and run for governor. I said, no, sir. I'm not. I don't have those skill sets. My skill sets are technocratic. He said, no. Go. We had 3 conversations before I accepted.
And now that you've run, you've been bitten by the bug, have you?
Well, I've been bitten by the bug in 2 respects. I will remain in politics for life, all right? But that does not mean I will be contesting elections or something. Yeah, I will remain in politics because I believe that I have to influence what happens in our party so that we have better quality candidates and governors. That's all. So I'm 65. I'm not yet ready to retire in politics. I intend to remain in politics. So sooner or later, if APC doesn't sort itself out and come back to those progressive values that I stand for and where I'm standing, I will find another platform that has similar values and move on.
Well, talking about the possibility of another platform, I mean, more recently you've been seen in the company of top opposition figures. You've been reported to be in some sort of political discussion with them. I mean, could you sort of enlighten us as to what is going on there? No plans to join the PDP or the SDP or any other party? Discussions underway, possibly?
Okay. First of all, I think it should be clear that the fact that I'm in the APC doesn't mean that I cannot visit a friend of mine who is in the PDP or SDP, okay? So anytime I visit anyone that is not APC, say, oh, he's thinking of leaving the party. In fact, about 2 months ago, one character in Kaduna posted on his Facebook page that I've collected PDP membership card in my ward. It was totally untrue. When I visited my brother and friend Shehu Gabam at the SDP headquarters, oh, he has joined the SDP. Again, not true. I don't know where I will end up if the APC doesn't come back to where we started. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that PDP is not a party that I will go to, ever. Okay?
Right.
I have thought about that. I've decided that long ago, and nothing has changed. In fact, if anything, PDP has gotten worse.
Right.
So I can tell you, rule out PDP. I met with PDP leadership in Kaduna a couple of days ago. The state leadership of the party came to see me, and I will meet with them. Look, I'm a public figure in my state and at my age, and based on the responsibilities I have held, I am a leader of some sort. And if people say they want to see me, I'm not going to say you're PDP, I won't see you, or you're SDP, or I'll only meet with APC people. It is my duty to meet with everyone. It's my duty to guide and mentor young people across partisan divides. So I meet with people, but the moment I meet with anyone, everything is reduced to politics. But PDP, no. Other parties, possibly, if the APC doesn't sort itself out.
But I mean, some people have suggested that you have the potential to run for president of this country, given your, credentials and the things that you've done. I mean, are any of these meetings, can we call them political consultations, that you're sort of sounding people out?
No. Look, what started all this? Okay, first of all, let me say this. Anyone above the age of 35 with a secondary school certificate is qualified to run for president. Okay, so in that sense, I'm qualified, right? But have I started talking to anybody about running for any office? No, I've never discussed that with anyone.
Okay.
Never.
Please stay with us, because we're going to take a short break. You're watching Arise Prime Time. Plenty more still ahead. Stay with us. Welcome back to Arise Prime Time, where we offer perspectives on the news and talking points of the day. I'm Charles Anyegolu, and I'm enormously delighted to say that the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, is still with me in the studio. It's the first interview he's granted to any news organization since he left public office in May 2023, and it's great to be here with you.
Thank you.
Let me ask you this. As a member of the APC National Caucus, you are a member of that National Caucus.
Yes.
I mean, will you be attending tomorrow's meeting at the presidential villa?
Unfortunately, I will not be, because I will be on my way. I'll be in the plane back to Cairo, where I spend most of my time. I didn't get adequate notice. The constitution of our party requires 21 days, I think, or 14 days notice for this kind of national organ meetings. I don't think that notice has been given. If it has been, I have not received the invitation 2 weeks to 3 weeks ago. So I have my plans, and I'm leaving tomorrow. But many of my friends will attend, so I will not miss anything. I will get to know what was discussed.
But I would imagine that your contribution, given the the kind of criticism, if you like, that you've leveled against the party, I mean, that your contribution would be valuable and you'd be chomping at the bit to attend that meeting.
Yeah, but not, I'm a private citizen, not at this kind of inconvenience. Ramadan is starting. I came back to do a few things and I'm going back. I have made plans to go to Saudi Arabia on Wednesday. I'm not changing my plans. When the party meets, whether I'm there or not, I think we have shouted loudly enough for the leadership, if they care, to do something about it, and we'll wait and see whether they do something about it. I don't have to be there. I'm not the only member of the party that is unhappy. I was just the one that was given the opportunity to say something in a panel.
Thank you for watching this video. Please leave your contribution in the comment section and also do well to subscribe. I'll see you in my next video.